Welcome to a new review video where I review different Airsoft products. This time I'm going to review the FMA goggles with built-in fan. I've been wondering about this product for a while. There are a couple other ones out there on the market that are more expensive. This one is around 40 euros, so it's really cheap. And I was thinking that it would be bad quality, but let's open up and see. Here I have the packaging. The casing is pretty sturdy, and it's good that I can fit everything in there, and it actually comes with a price, even though it's pretty cheap. The goggles were packed well. There's actually a lens cloth. I'm really happy about the casing. The cloth itself is big and will be very useful. And I'm happy that it came with a clear lens. And the lens on the goggles is actually a tinted one that I will be changing later. And you see the battery pack on the end. And there's the fan on the top. And all around there's the foam. In the pictures when I bought it, it's looked pretty cheap, but when looking at these goggles right now in real life, they seem really good for the price. So I'm really happy. Here I will change the lens on it. You need to take the nose part and pull it down. I'm going to take the cloth just to not get my fingerprints on the tinted lens, because I want to store it for later, especially during the summer. Maybe I'll probably need it because it's pretty bright outside. It comes up pretty easy. And then the clear lens seems well. Yeah, it's easy to fit in. Need to press it in so it actually fits and gets sucked in the cavity there. And once you get the top over, you can start with the sides. And it's best to make sure that you actually get a good fit from the beginning, because if you don't, it'll be harder when you're putting in the bottom part and the nose part. This first time I'm taking it off and putting it on. Just get it snuggled in, and once it's good on the top, on the sides, it'll be much easier to put it in from the bottom and the nose part. So looks pretty good now. Just make sure that the nose part is up as high as possible, so I don't get any problems when playing. Oh, that was easy to change the lens. And might as well just store the tinted lens right away. You never know what happens. So that was it. Now I will put in the batteries. Just have to get off the rubber casing, the hole that holds it, and then just pull on the sides to remove the battery pack from the rubbery topping. Got the batteries here. They need to be 2 AAA batteries. I know that there's been problems there where the batteries actually kind of go to the side, so they actually don't get good contact. So make sure to put in the batteries there as best fitted, so they don't roll around in the casing. I'm thinking of taping it maybe also, so that you actually have two batteries taped to each other with some kind of foam between. Then they won't actually get misplaced in the casing. Easy to put over the cover. Of course, it's not watertight, but for this price, it's good enough. Getting hooked on, since it's pretty new, is a little bit harder. I guess that will be a bit easier when the rubber gets a little bit older. It might get a bit looser then. There's a little button on the bottom of it where you can actually press and start the fan. The fan is really quiet. I was wondering if the batteries weren't good, because when I turned it on, I didn't hear anything. But you actually can see that the fan is going off and on when turning it off and on. So I was really amazed about that. Here, I'm trying the fan off and on, and then notice that it's actually working. You can barely see that it's actually rotating. There's quite a lot of blades there, and really quiet. So actually, when you have it on, you don't really know if it's on or off. The only thing that indicates is actually if the fog actually gets removed. I'm wondering if I should put some kind of light bulb on a LED light on the side, so I know actually when it's on. Yeah, you can comment that in the comment section, and maybe if there are people that think that's a good idea, then maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure if that would actually interfere with when having during nighttime, because the light bulb would actually be in the way. Easy to put into the case, and yeah, there's no hassle. And the gameplay that I did last week, I think was the best gameplay from me, because I was able to move around without having the hassle with the fog in my goggles. So I was able to run around more, and it was much more fun and safer, because I don't need to worry about the goggles fogging up and trying to breathe different ways. And it's not a good idea to take off your goggles anywhere on the playing field. So this way it's more fun and much safer. So I really would recommend this goggles with fan. I will later on try and see if I can get one of those more expensive ones that cost a couple of thousand Swedish crowns. Yeah, that's around 200 euros. And I will try to compare that in a later video. I hope you enjoyed the video. The next product I'm actually going to review is the Tectonic Innovations Quake 8-way impact grenade that I have and have been using. Hope to show a little bit of gameplay also. So if you don't want to miss it, you might as well subscribe, and I will actually be coming out with more gameplay